It is Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you so much for having me. I wanted to just thank Isaac for kind of welcoming me in. We came in a little hot today, getting ready for the stage. But my name is Autumn Nicholas, and I am originally from Fayetteville, North Carolina, so a little military town not too far from here. And I'm just really happy to be here and be able to play some original music for you. And again, thank you for having me. I appreciate it, Isaac. I'm going to sing you a song. It's called Dealing. I'm going to release it next month. It's Mental Health Awareness October, so October 15th. I hope to impact some of that with what's going on in all of us. I don't think we all deal with everything we need to all the time, and I want to donate 50% of the proceeds from the song or whatever it gets to young minds and mental health. I think our next set of generations is going to make a huge impact on our forevers, so I want to make sure that their minds are taken care of. So the song is called Dealing. I hope it finds a place in you that resonates, and if not, leave it for somebody else. But thank you so much for having me again. This is called Dealing.
I sit quietly, so much anxiety. I swear I'm not perfect, but none of this is working. No control when I wanna slow down, overexposed when there's no one around, and my thoughts they bother me. Ooh, and I tend to disagree, and I'm just trying to make some sense. So all this here inside of my head, yeah. At times I really question this, so I look around at everyone else. Oh, really don't know how I feel now. Oh, really don't know how to deal with myself. And at times you really question it. Oh, that's why you look around at everyone else. Oh, how do we feel? Oh, so how do we deal with ourselves? We stand looking here at everyone else. Fear of everything you don't know, so I wish you could relax and let go, but there's no vacancies. Space right here is taking my thoughts, like a friend that's unfriended me. How I keep all my enemies so close to me, oh, they're so close to me, oh. I sit quietly, oh, sit so quietly. Oh, no, no, yeah, yeah. Oh, and I don't know how to feel, don't know how to feel. I don't know how to deal, don't know how to deal. I don't know how I feel, don't know how I feel. I don't, oh, I just sit quietly with so much anxiety. I swear I'm not perfect, so none of this is working. With no control when you wanna slow down, overexposed when there's no one around, and your thoughts they bother you. Ooh, oh, I just don't know how I feel, how to deal. No, I just sit quietly.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Again, October 15th, that song's going to release. It's really not for me, it's for you. So the more we get some pre-saves in that song out there, it's going to benefit other people. So I'm okay if you don't really like it, but if you just spread it to the world, maybe it'll impact somebody who needs it. So let me take a sip of this water. Made some cool effects going on earlier, dried my mouth out, but it's beautiful looking in here. And what a cool space. This is stunning. Like, I just never been in such a quaint, like, stunning little place. So thank you again for having me. And I always say when I'm playing covers, sometimes it's hard to be an artist and play covers at shows. We get a little criticisms like, hey, play something we know. And I'm like, I respect that. But in order to be like an artist who you can say that my songs are being heard and being played by others, if we play our song at least 50,000 times, you know, maybe one day somebody will cover our song. So, but to help you feel more comfortable with me, I like to play something that resonates with you, that you're that you're familiar with. And if you don't mind, this is one of my favorite artists growing up. I listened to him on a cassette. I am proper and old enough to know what that is. I know what a floppy disk is too, okay? And the Dancing Baby. You know what I mean? I put a lot of great lotion on it, you'll never know. I'm 47, I'm just kidding. That's, yeah, hey, nothing is wrong with that. No, sir. This is one of my favorite, though. It just puts me in a warm, comforting place, so I hope it does the same for you. You recognize it, it's awesome. If not, gonna learn something new.
Looking out across the nighttime, the city wakes the sky. Hear a voice stays my window, sees an action signs that just getting me out into the nighttime. But walls can't hold me tonight. See you this time, well, it's just an apple. Well, let me take a bite. If you know it, you gotta sing it. Here we go. And they said, why? Someone that is human nature. Why? So why? Oh, you love me that way. Oh, and they say, why? Someone that is human nature. Why? So why? Yeah. Say why? Come on, tell me why. Sometimes you gotta party, caramba, fiesta, and forever, yeah. Just want you to feel comfortable and recognize something. Sometimes we just gotta party, caramba, oh, fiesta, and forever, yeah. You got me singing, oh, I'm singing all night long, all night, all night, oh. Ask me, I swear I'll tell you why. I tell them that it's human nature. Why? It's oh, we living that way, you're living that way, it's so why? I tell them that it's human nature. Why? Like why? Yeah. Sing with Michael Jackson, hey. Thank you. I don't ever drink whiskey or anything, matter of fact, so I just want to do a little toast to everybody for coming out and enjoying yourselves. Toast, and thank you to the bartender behind the bar. Wow, that was fun stuff. I'm going to get back to some storytelling, but we'll go back and forth just so you can kind of feel just welcomed in this space, because I know I'm throwing new music at you and it's a lot to handle at once, but we'll do it together. It's going to be a fun time. And I like everybody's bracelets. They're glowing beautifully. All right, I'm getting a little personal, so it's kind of like I'm getting naked up here, so just bear with me. Not really, but just helps break the ice for me. I moved to Nashville about 6.5 months ago. Terrifying for me. Coming from my hometown to a new place by myself and kind of like just throwing my music at everything after almost 2 years of not doing this. I haven't seen wonderful people in a space like this in so long. So I went there and I was nervous, and I got to sit alone in my apartment for a bit and wrote about what it was like to get there.
And change is hard for anybody, unless you just love that. You can jump out of a plane tomorrow, that's awesome, but I can't exactly do that. So this is kind of where it came from. This is called Nashville Story. Everybody has a story, you can just title it differently, but this is how I got to Nashville. So the first part is about a girl I don't know. The second part is about me.
She's a fresh 18, she got here in a hurry. Left her friends in her dots back in New Jersey. She bought a one-way ticket out of nowhere, take her somewhere soon. Living in this new town, something that she's used to, something to get used to, yeah. Either you grew up or you move here, you put everything on the line, hoping you'll find something familiar to ease your worried mind. Now you're looking for a little piece of that Dixieland delight. Said if you could tell me anything, tell me how you got there and why you'll never leave. Tell me your Nashville story. Say yeah, oh, tell me your Nashville story. This is personal. I've been dreaming about this since I was 11. I'm 47 now. I've been running from everyone's expectations. Now I traded everything that I thought I would need for a 6-string and a melody. Oh, you say that, oh, you see it in me. So I knew I had to leave. So I showed up, I moved there, I put everything on the line, hoping I'd find something familiar to ease my worried mind. Now I'm looking for a little piece of that Dixieland delight. Oh, if I could tell you anything, oh, I'm gonna tell you how I got there. I'd probably never leave. I'd tell you my Nashville story. So, yeah. Oh, that's my Nashville story. Yeah. I know sometimes change is scary, so we gotta adjust like this. Now sometimes you gotta go, keep what you know, leave all the rest behind. Oh, sometimes you gotta go and keep what you know, leave that stuff behind. Oh, now sometimes you gotta go and keep what you know, leave the rest behind. Now if I could tell you anything, I'd tell you how I got there. I'll probably never leave. I'd tell you my Nashville story. I tell you a Nashville story. Yeah, I tell you your Nashville story.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, that was good. We feel comfortable with each other now. I can feel it. Loosening up. I can feel you. All right. I'm going to switch over back. Something that's familiar for you. Something that resonates in my heart a lot is this artist. I won't tell you who you got to play a little trivia in yourselves. She resonates. I'll tell you it's a girl, so it's fair enough. It's enough you need. She makes my heart real happy, and she's done a lot of good for the world. She's put a lot of strong music out there, and I hope she comes back and tours again. When I was a little girl, my dad said, are you sure you want to do this? When I was 11, I was like, I think so. And he said, all right, get up on that. I was on the back of a Humvee in his like military like squadron like moment. And he says, go up there and sing a song. And I was like, haha, okay. And he hands me the guitar, and it was probably, I don't know, maybe 50 degrees outside. And I played all of 3 songs, and then that's when I knew. I was like, I guess I got to do this. So since 11 and to 47, so. See if you know this.
See you in a fast car, I got a ticket to anywhere. Let's make a deal. Let's go in and get somewhere. Any place is better, yeah. Started from zero, got nothing to lose. share these things, oh yeah, yeah. I got nothing to prove, yeah. I got nothing to prove, no, no. I seen you smiling. He lives by the bottle, that's the way he is. It's too old for working, too young to look like he is. And mama went off and left him. Oh, she wanted more than life than what he could give her. Somebody's gotta take care of him. I quit school, that's what I did, yeah. That's what I did, yeah. Here we go. Say the way you were just driving in your car. So fast, felt like we were drunk. City lights stay out before us. It was so nice around my shoulder, and I'm feeling that I didn't belong. Said I wanna be someone. Oh, you all are gonna be someone, yeah, yeah. Change it up just a little bit, just for fun, and see what you recognize. Here we go. I said to you, make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream, yeah. But the way you turn this up, like I can't sleep, oh no. So take a chance and don't look back. Switching one more time, stay with me. Here we go. Said I'm starting with a girl in the mirror. Oh yeah, I'm asking if I change my ways. And no message could ever been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, we always gotta make changes. We need to make some changes. Oh yeah, I swear now you got a fast car. We go cruising, entertain ourselves. No, you still ain't found a job. I'm still working in the market as a checkout girl, and I know things are gonna get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted, and let's move out of the shelter. We'll buy a big house, we'll live in the suburbs, yeah. I finally live in the suburbs, yeah, yeah, I do. Said oh, now you got a fast car, yeah. Thank you. You know when you have a hair on you? Aha, I found it. There we go. It's like when you have a hair underneath your shirt and you're trying not to show anybody you're being weird. That was happening for me. So everybody recognize that one? That's pretty good? We were okay? All right, cool, wonderful. I'm going to do more original music. I'm going to throw some personal questions at you and see how you feel about the songs. And these songs are already out, so you can find them on all those social media platforms. They're on everyone I think you can find these days. I feel like it's hard to keep up as an artist. There's so many. We were on, do you remember before Facebook, there was MySpace? That was fun, okay? And now I don't know what we have going on. TikTok is just, it's too fast. I don't understand, you know? But they're all on all the platforms you can find them on. And I've got some merch outside for sale. And just to understand a little bit about merch, and this is even for Dan as well, every time we sell 6 shirts, it's the equivalent to 50,000 streams on Spotify. Did you know? That is awful. That is so bad. We get about a penny. I heard the other day that little pocket that's right here in your jeans, that's about as much money as you get from Spotify. It'll fill that pocket up in a few 50,000, but I'm going to play you some tunes that are from there, and you just let me know what you think. If not, I got more music coming, so each song's about 2 minutes, so give or take, so I'll let you know. All right. So I'm going to play a song called Light. It's called Light, the opposite of dark. Take what from you need. Take what from it you need. Take from it what you need. Sometimes singing is better than talking. We're going to give it a try. I hope the light inside of me bleeds some darkness out of you. Oh, we cannot hide in angles. I cannot bend the truth. It's in the balance of my fall. It's complicated or defeated. Oh, I must outweigh the last thing. This won't be the death of me. This won't be the death of me now. 'Cause I wanna be the light that outweighs some darkness. So I don't need to be a gap, no. So I don't need to fit in. Say I don't wanna be a square that fits into some circles, but way outside the boxes. Ooh, they're trying to place you in them. Don't let them place you in them. No, no, no. Ooh, don't let them place you in it. Ooh, no, was it the light that broke the ball? Or was it the stuff they told us all? Like hypocrites hypotheses, so making me believe like this. Is it who you want me to be like? There's so much ignorance still in our rights now. They're never gonna steal the light from me, no. Oh, 'cause I wanna be the light that outweighs some darkness. So that I don't need to be a gap, no. So I never need to fit in. So I wanna be a square that fits into some circles. Oh, but keep me way outside them boxes. They try to place you in. Don't let them place you in. No, no. There's so much going on in the world. I'm so proud of everybody for making it this far, for being the outstanding, wonderful people that you are, and for coming and supporting live music. Just so you know, it means a ton to us. If you ever feel this way, I'm with you. Ooh, the spot where you think you might be broken is just a space that leaves you open for new life. Oh, the spot where you think that you're broken, oh, it's just a space that leaves you open for new life. Oh, the spot where I thought I was broken, I know it's now, it's a place I had to leave open for new life. 'Cause I know that the light inside of me should bleed some darkness out of you. Oh, we cannot hide in angles, and they cannot bend the truth. It's in the balance of your faults. It's complicated or defeated. Oh, but we must outweigh the lasting. This will never be the death of me. Thank you so much. Are we still feeling close? Are we still feeling okay? All right, fantastic. We need to be closer, or should we just create some space? You know, it's the little 6 feet. Perfect. Let's get a little closer then. So I'll do another original song. It's really tough for me to sing the bridge, so if I have to talk it out, I hope you don't mind. And I wore the glasses so that if you can't see what happens behind them. This song is about, yeah? You want to? I take them off. It'd be a bit. It's probably gonna get hot in here. I'll start sweating from my eyes. This song is called "On a Sunday." Wrote it last year. Well, I feel like it's been like a month since I wrote it, but back in March when all this crazy stuff started happening. If you hear a strange noise, that's my dog. He's used to being with me at all times, but this show, I know he'd be very curious up here. Maybe for the last song, I'll bring him on up. He's the real reason I'm up here. He's my little guy. But this song was written about me as an 11-year-old. I won't tell you anything else about it because it just makes me feel too much. So the song is called "On a Sunday," and if this ever took place in your life, I'm right there with you. I'm not sorry. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you made it. So. girls wear dresses and their hair done long. If you wanna be pretty, then follow along. The word they teach us is girls for boys and boys for girls, and the other is wrong. And God loves everyone, so she believes, yeah. So when out she thought it was home, it felt so lonely. She stood her ground on a Sunday, hoping everyone she belonged. Oh, now she marched to church in suit and tie, head shaped on her chin, held how she played it. Oh, she played it. Oh, now they laid hands on her to save her from the way that God had made her. Pray it away, don't pray it away. She stood her ground on Sunday. She's gonna be okay, yeah. And I'm like, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, no, no. She heard it so much, she starts to believe. She drops her hand, oh, so nobody can see. Oh, she learns her shame from her apologies. She's not the same. What do you want from me? Now God loves everyone. I know, I believe, yeah. Oh, now to the end of house she thought it was home. She felt so lonely. Oh, now she stood her ground on a Sunday, hoping maybe one day she belonged. Oh, she marched to church in suit and tie, head shaped on her chin, held high, she played it. Oh, she played it. Oh, now they laid hands on her to save her from the way somebody made her. Pray it away, don't you wait away. So stand your ground on a Sunday. Said I'm gonna be okay. Here's that one part. Here we go. We're gonna circle one more time. It intimidates me to say how I feel. Here we go. So when I lose my way in the world, I remember that little girl, and I love a little harder, hold her hand a little tighter, love myself with forgiveness. I am strong cause I have lived this, I survive, I bear witness. I am brave cause I am different, not ashamed, no need to feed it, no, no. I swear I'm loved, I'm loved, I know I am loved. I know I am loved, loved. I swear it. I am loved, I am loved, I am loved, I am loved. So I stood my ground Sunday, hoping maybe one day I'd belong. Oh no. So I marched to church in suit and tie. My head was bald, my chin held high. I played this song, yeah. They laid hands on me to save me from the way somebody made me. Prayed away, I never prayed it away. I stood my ground on a Sunday. I'm gonna be okay, yeah, yeah. So she's gonna be so I'm gonna be okay.
Thank you very much. Ugh, that was awful. In the best way, I know. I don't play that in front of my mom and my dad anymore. It's just too much. If I can see them, I'm like, no. Anywhere but looking at them. All right, so we're gonna lighten it back up a little bit, a little less heavy. Hey Isaac, how you doing? I'm just kidding. He's giving me 5Q. I got you. We were going to throw a hacky sack on the stage, but we thought it would go unplanned and unwell, so you could just knock me out in the middle of the song. Again, thank you for having me. Thank you for listening to my stories. I am just honored to be here. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. It was a weird start to the day. I have to be honest with you. It was a weird start to the day. And there's some things going on with my family that we know are naturally supposed to happen in life, but they're heavy. So if that makes any sense, things are heavy in my family. But that's okay. Sometimes we have to experience that to, I don't know, to get the full circle. And things are also heavy with just music. It's getting a little hard and a little tougher to kind of make sure I'm going in the right direction, make sure this is my calling. I know you'll be like, it is, but sometimes it gets a little tough on this road. I know that Dan, somewhere he understands what that feels like. But I'm really glad I came. It was a toss-up. It was a true coin toss-up, and I'm glad I came, and I'm glad I shared. Whether I've showered or look decent enough, no one really knows. No one knows. No one knows I changed in the car, so that's just true musician. And we're good 6 feet away, so you can't tell. I have deodorant on, at least, very least. But thank you again for having me. I think we should sing along together. What do you think about that? Is that okay? Good. I love this song. This is what my mom tells me to sing whenever I'm feeling a little, unsure. So this is my unsure song. But I need you to sing it with me, so. I love that Isaac turns the effects back on when I stop talking. I just love him so much.
And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey,
What'd you say?
what's going on?
I gotta hear you.
And you said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey,
What in the world?
what's going on? Yeah.
We don't know, but we're gonna get through it together.
Oh, what's really going on? Yeah. Since 25 years and I'm still making my way up this great big hill of hope, yeah, in this music business. Oh, not just when I quickly when we are part of brotherhood of man, yeah, or for whatever that means, yeah. Here we go. And I cry sometimes in the night in bed, just to get out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little bit peculiar. I am. Oh, now when I wake in the morning, I step outside and I take a deep breath and we get real high and we said, what's going on? You guys sing with me. Here we go. And we said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. Come on. I said, hey, hey. Said, what's going on? And we said, hey. I said, hey, oh, what's going on? Yeah, it's my favorite part. Yeah. Ooh, no. I said, hey, what's really going on? Yeah. And I try, oh my gosh, I try every single night. Oh, in this institution, yeah. And sometimes we gotta what? We gotta pray. Said, oh my gosh, I pray every single day. I swear we need a revolution. Oh, now I cry sometimes when I lie in bed and get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little bit peculiar. And I wake in the morning and I step outside. I take a deep breath and I get real high. I scream at the top of my lungs, what's really going on? And we said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, we all said, what's going on? What's really going on? And we said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, so now what's going on?
Here's a true fact.
It's been 32 years and I'm still fighting my way up this big old hill of hope, yeah. Oh, in this music business. And I pray gets me through it. And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. We said, hey, what's going on here? All together one more time. Said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. We said, hey, what's going on? Yeah, hey.
You guys are clapping for you, right? That was beautiful harmony. That was fantastic. I couldn't ask for a better crowd. I must have auditioned before we came in here. It's fantastic. All right, we have one more personal song. Here we go again with the personal. Shake it up a bit. So, to get it off my chest really quickly, when I moved to Nashville, I was very intimidated about playing this song in front of certain crowds, and I shouldn't be. That's not how it should go. It should just freely come out of you, just as if air. And so I'll tell you flat out, this song is about Black Lives Matter. This is about equality. This is about uniting us. Michael Jackson is my favorite artist because he did just that. He wasn't worried about the difference. It didn't exist. When my parents and my brother and I were raised, we were raised by the color of your shirt. There wasn't any difference of anyone in the room, and I just love that. So when we come home, that boy had a purple shirt on. It didn't matter. That's how we saw each other. And I wrote the song over quarantine. This has been going on forever, past me, past all of us, I feel like. And the best thing I can do is sing about it. I don't know that maybe my one little footstep or hand is going to make the difference, but I know that if we come together, in a lot of ways, it's music that unites us. Even if we don't understand the language, it works. So this song is called Side by Side, so I hope it relates to you, and if it doesn't, that's okay. Something will resonate from it, what you need, so.
Secretly, it's inspiring. The uncertainty keeps me circling, and abiding by all the smoke screens, like they're holding the truth from really not knowing. But I can't understand why we all just keep taking sides. Why can't we sympathize if you really care about each other's lives? Let's go and make it right. Oh no, we gotta be side by side for some equal rights. We need them, we need them, we need them, yeah. And this anxiety seems puzzling. Our history books must really mean nothing, 'cause this oppression got me feeling like we're divided by a million questions. Why don't you be colorblind with all that hate inside? Nah, I can't understand why we all just keep taking sides. Why can't we sympathize if we really care about each other's lives? Let's go and make it right. Oh, no, I wanna be side by side for some equal rights. We need them, we need them, oh yeah, side by side.
So I'm gonna break down what happened to me through quarantine and where I learned how important that side by side actually is.
Social media was in a frenzy, and we fought just to make some ends meet. And I'm living life on my phone screen, not dealing with all my lonely. Social media was in a frenzy, and we fought just to make some ends meet. Now we're living life on his phone screen, not dealing with all our lonely. Social media was in a frenzy, and I was fighting just to make my ends meet. Now I gotta get off this phone screen so I can go deal with all the side by side. Oh, no equal rights. Oh, we want some side by side. We need some equal rights. Oh, we need them. Oh, we need some equal rights.
Thank you so much, Isaac. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, my name is Autumn Nicholas. I would love to introduce myself to every one of you personally. That would be fantastic. I know we have another show after this. We have Dan coming up. Please stick around and enjoy all this emotional and connective music that we have coming up. And again, buy some of our merch because it helps us stay alive while we're on tour. And thank you again for having me. I hope it worked and connected. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Isaac.
How we doing, friends? How you doing out there? Oh my gosh, give it up for Autumn. My goodness, what a fun time. That was great. I remember getting that email. It was like, hey, are you cool if Autumn plays on the show? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know that name, but I'll check it out. And I checked out Autumn's Instagram, and a bunch of my friends follow Autumn, and I was like, wait a second. Why is everybody into this? And then I watched a video, and I was like, now I'm into this music. Please come out. Please come play the show with me. And so it was an honor to share the stage with you. I hope someday you'll let me open for you. It'd be really fun. I love that we're back here right now. Look at us, live music in front of real people. Well, I'm Dan. I'm gonna play some songs for you, and then let's start right now.
You've been telling me a story. You've been telling me a lie, saying that you're just going through a phase and it's gonna be alright. But you've been turning to the whiskey, you've been turning to the rye, you've been turning everyone into the devil for the sake of your own pride. Well, how much longer do you need? And how much longer can you bleed? Just come on home, we'll let you in. Don't wanna lose you on the road. You're traveling. The night is cold and the storm is strong, and there's nothing out there for you when you're all alone. So come on home, yeah, come on home. Now, I don't have your solution, and I can't take away your hurt, but I can pray for rain on this bridge so it doesn't get burned. And if you're needing a shoulder, or if you're needing a hand, well, I can stand here right by your side up until the end. Oh, just tell me, well, how much longer do you need? Come on. And how much longer can you bleed? Just come on home. let you in. Don't wanna lose you on the road you're traveling. The night is cold and a storm is strong, and there's nothing out there for you when you're all alone. Yeah, come on home. Ooh, come on home. Oh, so come on home. We'll let you in. Don't wanna lose you on the road you're traveling. The night is cold, yeah, the storm is strong, and there's nothing out there for you when you're all alone. Yeah, come on home. Oh, come on home. Yeah, come on home. Just come on home. Thank you. A wrong love is a mighty wind that picks you up and folds you in, and never really here to stay. You gotta let it go and blow away, blow away. Cause you either got a good love or a good song, and if you got a good love, you better hold on. And if you got a good heart, then it won't take long to know if it's a good love or a good song. Like a river rushing through a cascade of her sweet perfume, her waters rise and I'm not afraid. I'm ready to be swept away, swept away. Ooh, cause you either got a good love or a good song, and if you got a good love, you better hold on. And if you got a good heart, then it won't take long to know if it's a good love or a good song. And maybe I have finally seen the truth. I've been waiting all my life for you. You either got a good love or a good song, and if you got a good love, you better hold on. And if you got a good heart, then it won't take long to know if it's a good love or a good song. You either got a good love or a good song, and if if you got a good love, you better hold on. 'Cause if you got a good heart, then it won't take long to know if it's a good love or a good song. Ooh. Thank you. I wrote that song because I heard a great quote that I really loved. It said, you either have a good idea or a good story. And I was like, I want to live my life that way. That sounds great. But then it gave me the idea, you either got a good love or a good song. Because, yeah, I don't know about you, but I always have to write a song. Well, I'm an old married man now, but back in the day, I always wrote songs about broken love. It sounds awesome in here, don't you think? Like it's the acoustics in here. We were talking about all that. So we do it like a beautiful sound check, and everything sounded perfect. But now that you are in here, and you are what I call meat baffles. You absorb all of the sound. I need a couple of changes. Isaac, would you mind giving me for some reason, I'm only getting acoustic out of here. I'll take it across the board, but then down like 5%, and then a little more vocal would be awesome. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna have y'all sing along with me now. And now I say that, and I have mixed feelings that happen. Usually if you're drunk enough, you're like, yeah, I'm in, let's do that. But oftentimes also what can happen is, in your heart, I feel like I know what happens for some of you. When I say I'm gonna have you sing along, it can maybe outwardly you're just still smiling, But on the inside you're thinking, nope, I'm not doing that. And if that's you, I'm going to guess like 90% of the time it's because you're worried that the people around you are going to hear how terrible your singing voice is. And if that's you, and if that's the case, I'm going to liberate you right now. I'm going to liberate you, okay? I'm going to have you sing along with me, but I'm going to tell you that there's one rule, and the rule is you don't have to sing well. You just have to sing loud. All right? In a world right now that we're in where we're being divided and separated in every aspect and in every area, let's find one thing to bring us all together. Let's just sing together. Let's come together for music. I'm going to teach it to you. When I say, that's great, sounds awesome, thank you. When I say your love, you say your love is a fire, and here's how it's going to sound. It goes like this. Your love is a fire. A lot of you know it already. That makes me feel good. The rest of you, you just learned it. Your love is a fire. And I know it's intimidating because that sounded amazing just now. But again, you don't have to sing well. You just have to sing loud, baby. So join me. Your love is a fire. Let me hear you. Your love. Your love is a fire. Yes. Oh my gosh. I've been on the road since I left the day after Labor Day, and you're the loudest crowd so far. So let's keep that rowdiness all night long. Are you with me? All right, now you know it, so you gotta sing it like it's your favorite song in the world. It goes like this. I don't think I've been here before. I see the smoke coming up right through the floor. The heat is rising, your touch igniting, and there's no going back, and we're not even trying. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Your love. Oh, you sound so good. Your love. Sing your love. And I am burning up. We're going down in this open flame. The sparks are flying now, and no, they can't be tamed. There's no escape, no evacuate. And I am giving in, so come set me ablaze. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Your love. Yeah, come on now and sing your love. Oh, you sound so good. Your love. And I am burning up. Oh, the embers glow so bright in this inferno inside. Come and light me up again. Come and light me up, 'cause your love. Oh, you're my bluffed-in choir, your love. One last time, your love. And I am burning up. Yes, I am burning up. Oh.
You can get rowdier than that. I know you can, Bluffton.
You don't know what you've been missing, girl. You don't know what you've been putting off. I'm gonna give you something real now, baby. Oh, I'm gonna give you all my love, yeah. It feels like everything is brand new when I'm with you, yeah. Your touch, your kiss, the way that you move, it's so good. It's about love and it's about time. It's about goodness and it's about crime. It's about rhythm and it's about groove. It's about me, honey. Yeah, it's about you. Yeah. We can make music all day long. So come on, sing at the top of your lungs. And when the day turns into night, we will know that we just begun. Come on. Well, it feels like everything, oh, it's brand new. Darling, when I'm with you now, sugar, your touch, your kiss, oh, the way that you move, yeah, it's so good. It's about love and it's about time. It's about goodness and it's about crime. It's about rhythm and it's about groove. It's about me, honey. Yeah, it's about you. So put your arms around me and tell me all that you need, and I'll take my time. Oh, I feel the touch of your skin. Baby, just let me in. And I'll do it right. Oh, about time. It's about goodness, yeah, it's about crime. It's about rhythm, you know that it's about groove. It's about me, honey, yeah, it's about you. Oh, it's all about you. Don't you know that it's all about you now, babe? It's all about you.
Thank you. I want to tell you a story that happened with that song. So I've been playing that song for a while now, and it's on my Come On Home album, and which came out in like 2015. And so it's been a while. I've been playing that song for a hot minute, and I played it a few years ago, and somebody messaged me, and I'll get to the play it in a few years ago thing. But somebody messaged me through my Facebook music page, and it was a little girl, and she was like too young to be on Facebook. She was like 12 years old. But she reached out and she said, Dan, like, all of my classmates and I are writing a report. And we have to write reports about a different song. Each of us had to pick a song. All my friends are picking Beyonce and Drake songs. But I love your music, and I picked your song, It's About You. And I figured I could have a leg up on all my classmates because I can reach out directly to the artist that wrote my song, and they can't. And it was in that moment that I realized, like, even a 12-year-old girl knows I'm not famous. I'm like, come on. She's like, it's just Dan, I'll reach out. It'll be fine. So this is what I said in response, because I thought it was really sweet. And so I told her, I said, this is what that song is about. I want you to imagine you're standing inside of a tunnel. And that tunnel is not made up of like stone or concrete, it's made up of your life, images of your whole life. And the walls are images of your life, and they're moving. And it's actually moving really fast. So fast that it's just one big blur all the way down to this tunnel, and you can't really see the end. Once in a while, you'll catch a glimpse of an old memory or something, or an old friend or something, but for the most part, it's just a big blur. And when you realize you don't see the end of it, you start to get a little bit nervous, and you start to get a little bit scared. But then you look over and you see somebody else, and they're standing in that tunnel with you. And they're the only thing that's not completely blurred out. And you reach your hands across, and you take each other's hands, and you start walking forward through that tunnel, through life, to try to find the end of it together. And if you don't make it out, at least you know you weren't alone on that journey. And that's what that song's about. And I felt bad lying to her, because that song is just about doing it. But I couldn't tell her that. Out of all of my songs, she picked that one. It's like, I can't tell you what this song is about. And so I made up the whole tunnel of life thing, right? So I thought that was a funny story, and I've been telling it like that for a long time. And I told it like that all the way up until 2019, when my band opened up for another band in Milwaukee, and that other band was called OAR, and we got to play in front of thousands of their fans, and I thought it'd be a great idea to tell that story. Except there's a whole group of people that stand up on these bleachers way out in the crowd, and they all start pointing at one little girl. And I was like, no! And I couldn't ignore it. Like, I pointed it out to them. I was like, I see you out there. Was that you? And she had no smile at all on her face. She just goes. And I said, I'm so sorry. On the microphone, thousands of people. I was like, I'm so sorry that you had to find out this way that I lied to you and what I lied to you about. But I have been wondering, did you get an A? And she gets a big smile and she goes, And I got to talk to them after the show. They came up and found me at the merch table, and they were so sweet and so kind, but I thought that was so funny. Just absolute pure ridiculousness. Oh, it feels good to be out playing shows and telling stories. I hope you're cool with that. I mean, tonight's going to be a lot of storytelling and songs, and I'm going to play a bunch of new songs because I haven't been able to tour for like a year and a half. So a bunch of new tunes are coming your way. And here's my hope, my fear. Let's start with fears. Okay, we good? Anybody experience any tinges of fear this last year and a half? One of my fears is that I'll play some new songs and y'all will come up to the merch table outside afterwards and be like, what album is that one song on? And I'll have to be like, sorry, it's too new and I don't have it recorded yet. And my fear is you'll go, okay, and then walk away. But my hope is that you will realize that if you purchase something else at that table that's out there, then I can afford to pay for the recording for the new song that you want to hear. And I'll have it next time I'm around. Deal? Deal. All right. This is one of those songs. I wrote this down in, the idea started down in 30A, the 30A Songwriter Festival that happens in the Panhandle of Florida down there. And I thought it was a good idea because one year I went down and I played this awesome Songwriter Festival. And they put me up in a beautiful condo on the beach. And I was ashamed because it was big enough for like a family of 4 or 5 people, and I was all by myself. And I thought I should bring my family down next time. So the next year I booked it again, and I said, can I bring my family? And they said, yeah. And so I brought my wife and my 2 kids, and we went down there. And I'm thinking, it's January, it's cold in Minnesota where I live. And so we're going to Florida, we're gonna play on the beach in the mornings and hang out, but it turns out it's also January in Florida. So it was like 35 degrees and rainy. When you're not in that Gulf Stream, like that West Palm Beach Gulf Stream, it's just cold and rainy in the winter. So there was no beach hangs, but at least my youngest was teething. So we also didn't sleep very well. And I'm talking like the whole festival, every night I'm up for like an hour and a half just bouncing him. And if I stop bouncing, he screams. And it didn't matter. It really didn't matter how much I bounced him or how much whiskey I gave him. He just kept crying. And we went from there, we drove up to Nashville, and I had a whole work week because I was writing for a company in Nashville. And I was there for a week, and I was doing all these co-writes. And I was just continued. So I'm like on day 10. I haven't slept through the night. And I'm exhausted, and I get into a co-writing situation, but usually like the publishing company's like, you're writing with this person today, and you're writing with that person tomorrow, and all these things, but I left the final day to just write with some friends of mine. And we got together, and I told them everything I just told you, and I said, I'm exhausted, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to offer much to this co-write, but we can try to write a song. And my buddy goes, why don't we just write that song? And I said, well, what song? And he goes, the one where you complain about the life you've created for yourself and have a little pity party all about it. And then we wrote my favorite song of the whole week. And this one goes out to any of you who have had kids. It goes like this. Oh, I don't get sleep 'cause I have a baby. And I know he's amazing. But I hate him right now. And from the light in your eyes, I must make this look easy. Well, darling, believe me, I'm bleeding out. I've been crying on the inside, and I'm dying just to let it out. Pour me, pour me, pour me another drink. Come on now. Oh, I am so tired, I'm afraid that I'm changing. Maybe I will start hating everyone around. So I need a friend
for commiserating. Well, don't keep me waiting. Pour, 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 pour me, pour me, pour, 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 pour me, pour me another drink. Hey, oh, whoa, 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 is me. Yeah, pour, pour me, pour me. You know it now. Come on, don't be shy. Pour, pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me. Come on now, pour me another drink. Speaking of drinks, I was so excited. Like we set up this whole tour, and I was looking at all the venues, and I went, "Ooh, the roasting room!" I was so excited because I love good whiskey. I even took all like the last day and a half, or I had a little bit of wine 2 days ago, but I took the last 2 days of drinking off. I was like, I'm not drinking because I'm saving all my drinking for the roasting room. They're great here. They're great folks, and the bartenders are always so cool. But the whiskey's also amazing. So if you're a bourbon person or whatever, they make great cocktails. I'm sure. I've never done it. I'm always too busy looking at the top shelf, going, "Oh, I've never had that one. What's notes of vanilla? Interesting." I wrote a song because a friend of mine asked me a question. And he asked me a question about a very politically divisive topic. And I gave my favorite answer, my favorite new answer. Whenever anybody asked me one of those types of questions, I said, "I don't know." It's my favorite new answer for two reasons. One, it's the only honest answer I actually have. And two, it gets me out of the conversation that I don't want to have. And so that's nice. But I say that because I used to think I knew everything. I had an answer for everything, and if you ask my opinion about different topics, I could give you all the reasons why I'm right and you're wrong. And I used to be able to do that years ago. But I'm realizing something that the older I'm getting, and this is what I explained to him. I said, look, the older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing I don't know that much. And that's because I'm realizing every day how big the world is and how complicated everything is. And it doesn't boil down to the simple answers that you have. If you think that it's easy to solve that problem with just doing this or just doing that, you're not paying attention. And that's what I said to him. And then I went home and I wrote this song. It's called "The Older I Get, the Less I Know." I grew up in a family with 6 kids in the middle, what a big old tree. And all our friends walked a different road. We went to church on Sunday and school at home. I used to hate it so long ago, but the older I get, the less I know. When I moved away, I got to see the world. I learned about the bottle and sun-dressed girls. I saw forgiveness as an old tall tale. And I thought, if I don't make it on the radio, then I failed. And life was best if it never slowed. But the older I get, the less I know. 'Cause 'cause nothing is black or white, it's gray. Everything changes and that's okay. Everybody's left or right, it seems, but none of them are looking out for you and me. Just gotta be honest and give away love and walk to the beat of your own damn drum. Or maybe you should take everything that I'm saying and let it go. 'Cause the older I get, the less I know. Well, they can call me no different still, 'cause you can find my bones on a couple hills. I used to think I'd reap what I sow, but the older I get, the less I know. Well, nothing is black or white, it's gray. Everything changes and that's okay. Everybody's left or right, it seems, but none of them are looking out for you and me. Just gotta be honest and give away love and walk to the beat of your own damn drum. Or maybe you should take everything that I'm saying and let it go. 'Cause the older I get, the less I know. Big brown eyes staring up at me. They look like their mama and are just as sweet. A million questions on their tongues, and so I make up an answer to everyone. They'll do the same when they're all grown. 'Cause the older we get, the less we know. The older I get, the less I know. Thank you. I get to travel around and play music, and this is, well, I usually do. This is the God Willing and the Cases Don't Rise tour, and it's pretty exciting to be on it because this is the tour that was supposed to happen in April 2020, and here we are. We got to rebook it all. Did anybody have tickets from like a while back? No, this is one of the shows we added on because I was coming down this way. That must be it. Well, that makes me even feel better than how many folks are in this room tonight. Well, thank you so much. You weren't holding on to tickets for 18 months, so that's nice. But I, normally in a normal world, I get to travel around a bunch, and like 2019, I did 138 shows out of town. And that didn't include travel days, that was just shows. And so I was gone a whole lot, and I've got a wife and couple of kiddos, and so I just inevitably write songs about my life, and I write songs about them. And people started telling me, after having kids, I started writing those types of songs, and people would come out to me after shows, and I started getting the same compliment. And I started getting the compliment, Dan, I like that you're a family man. And I love that compliment, but in the moment, I'm in like a dark venue. I'm usually wearing an incredible amount of denim. And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, I just go, and I said it out loud a couple times where I said, well, okay, but you think I'm a rock star too, though, right? That's kind of what I'm going for, But so then I had this, it's a juxtaposition. It's those two things, and it's a push and pull, because I love being a dad. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. But I also love being here with you right now, and I can't be both at the same time. Like I can, and I'll sing a song about that later, but I can't be both places at the same time. But this is both of those things are who I am, and I need to find a balance between the two every single day. And I found it in a song. I wrote a song called Troubadour Family Man, and it goes like this. Oh, I'm one more shot in a hotel bar, and a melted crayon in the seat of the car. I'm an ashtray on a balcony, and a Band-Aid on a skinned red knee. Well, I'm a downtown stage singing out of tune, and a blanket fort in the living room. Yeah, I'm another 1,000-mile marks, and a bedtime story in the dark. Sometimes I'm a sinner, and sometimes I'm a saint. Another highway song about coming home after every town I paint. I got one foot in the ocean, the other one in the sand. Ooh, troubadour, family man. So raise them up and set them free, and show them how to follow dreams. Yeah, it's that easy far as I can tell. Or to build a life and live it well. Yeah, sometimes I'm a sinner, and sometimes I'm a saint. Another highway song about coming home after every town I paint. I got one foot in the ocean, the other one in the sand. Ooh, troubadour, family man. Yeah, sometimes I'm a sinner, and sometimes I'm a saint. Another highway song about coming home after every town I paint. I got one foot in the ocean, the other one in the sand. Ooh, troubadour, family man. I'm a troubadour, family man.
Thank you. I have a tune I'm gonna play for you now, but I wrote this song when I chased after a job in Nashville for like all of 2017. I went down to Nashville a whole bunch, and I was taking meetings and after meetings, and I ended up getting in the door with some folks, because what I wanted to do is move down there and be a songwriter, where I got to travel around and play some songs every once in a while, but for the most part, I was offered a job where I would show up 9 to 5 with a lunchbox and write songs all day, and write songs in the hopes that a big artist signed to that label that I was writing for would like one of my songs enough to pick it up and do that. And nobody ever did that. And it wasn't there for long. Nashville is a 10-year town. And that's what they say. So you got to be there for 10 years before you start singing a success. And I was there for 1 year, and I went, I don't want to be the dude writing for other people. I want to be the dude playing the songs, even if it's just for, you know, a small handful of folks. And so here we are, you know. This is more important to me than that. So. And I wasn't bad at it, but I did write bad songs. And that's just because the genre, like, they wanted me to write pop country music, and I was like, I'll try. Like, I'm writing bro country down there with these folks, and which just means I was writing bad songs. And the way I like to describe pop country music today is it's Taco Bell. It's just the same ingredients wrapped up differently every single time. You know, it's the same stuff. And so, like, all of my songs is like the windows are always down, the radio's always up, her feet are always on the dashboard, you know? She wears her ball cap backwards because she's cute like that, you know? Like, all of the cliches. For real, here's a lyric I wrote in one of those songs. It goes like this, and you have to sing it like this. We can make the tailgate our sofa. Like, just pure nonsense. And I could walk away from pretty much every one of those songs, except I can't walk away from this one. So I'm torn. I don't know if I need to, like, figure out how to put out just like one random pop country song, or what to do about this, or if I should come up with like a full alter ego, which I already have. If you ever hear this song come out on the radio, it was under the name Leroy Tucker. It's just my country alter ego. But if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna transform into a pop country artist right now on stage, right before your eyes. And if I'm gonna do that, I need you to be a pop country audience. And I don't know, yeah, some of you get it. I don't know if you've ever been to one of those shows, but if you've never have, you need to know that pop country audiences are the best audiences in the entire world. And they are because, for 3 reasons. 1, they just wanna drink and have a good time. And I feel like some of y'all have that in common. And 2, they just hoot and holler at everything that they love. And that's who I need you to be, right? So, yep. And 3, they don't care what anybody else around them thinks. And so that's, now I just described who you need to be. There's a couple of times I need your help. Are you ready? The first time I need your help is anytime you hear the riff of the tune, which I'm gonna give you like the cue, right? I'm gonna do the rock and roll guitar headstock towards the ceiling thing. That's your cue. Anytime you hear it, and then you'll hear this. This is the riff of the song. Anytime you hear that, that's your cue to cheer wildly, like it's your favorite song in the whole wide world. And the other time I need you is I can't play the ripping guitar solo that's on the demo for this song, but I did bring another instrument with me, and I have a gap in my 2 front teeth, and I can make the sound of a kazoo. And so if you hear a kazooless kazoo solo, that's your cue also to cheer wildly like it's the coolest thing you've ever seen in your whole life. If you're with me, give me an oh yes. No. If you're with me, give me a boy howdy. Transformation complete. All right, here we go. Used to have a good time Friday nights, a case of Coke cans and a bottle of wine, that old Hank song in a moonlit sky. And now you're off drinking in another town on the dance floor, and he's spinning you round. But I know I'll be alright, 'cause I quit drinking for good, and now I'm drinking for bad. I don't wanna remember, no, I just wanna forget. Give me all of your whiskey and all the beer you have. I quit drinking for good, and now I'm drinking for bad, 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 bad. I don't know how I will recover from you, but I got friends who can help me get through. Jack and Johnny and Jimmy Beam, yeah. It's a sobering thought what you did to me, and they'll help erase it from my memory. So pour me a river and take me downstream. I quit drinking for good, and now I'm drinking for bad. I don't wanna remember, no, I just wanna forget. Give me all of your whiskey and all the beer you have. I quit drinking for good, and now I'm drinking for bad, 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 bad. I quit drinking for good, now I'm drinking for bad. I don't wanna remember, no, I just wanna forget. Give me all of your whiskey and all the beer you have. I quit drinking for good, and now I'm drinking for bad, 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 bad. I said I'm drinking for bad, 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 bad. Come on, I said I'm drinking for bad. Come on now. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. How many roofies did you put in here? I'm a 6 roofie minimum. I hope you know that. That's delicious. I like this right here. Okay, so this is why I love coming here. This is the whole reason I was excited. Well, the music side.
Oh, girl, you've got me going crazy. With all the things you say. I said, girl, you've got me going crazy. Yeah. When you look at me that way, I just don't know what to do with myself. No, I don't know what to do with myself. When you come around, hanging around downtown by myself, and I had too much time. I was thinking about myself, and there she was, like platform double suede, and there she was, like disco lemonade, and I smell sex and candy, yeah. But who's that lounging in my chair? And who's that casting devious stares in my direction? And she surely is a dream. Hanging round downtown by myself, and I had too much caffeine. I was thinking about myself, oh, and there she was, like double cherry pie, oh, and there she was, like disco superfly, and I smell sex and candy, yeah. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting devious stares, oh, in my direction? Oh, she surely is a dream, yeah, ooh, yeah. stares in my direction. Oh, mama, she surely is a dream. Oh, she surely is a dream. Yeah. Oh, mama, she surely is a dream. Thank you. I'm glad you like that. I just wrote it a few days ago. It's, I bet y'all didn't expect I was going to play Marcy Playground when you first walked in. You were like, he's going to play Marcy Playground tonight. Oh, I want to sing a couple of really new songs for you. I sold a house. Yeah. Have yet to buy another one. It was cool. We bought a house 9 years ago when my wife and I first got married. And it was a house full of life. Like, we had people there all the time. And it was just a tiny little house in northeast Minneapolis, and a little 2-bedroom. And we remodeled every room, like every couple years. We would pick something new to work on, and we would just constantly working on this little house and put a new deck on it. And I learned how to do so many things in that house. And like, I'd never done a backsplash before, but she wanted a backsplash, and I was like, well, I'm paying bills with the guitar, so I'm doing the backsplash. And so, YouTube was my friend, and I learned how to do some things, and I learned how to do some things really well. And it was actually, that's a great way to buy tools. Be like, well, we need the tool if we're gonna do the thing. So now I've got this nice collection of good tools, and so spent about as much as we would have on a contractor, but now I have the tools. So it's fun, but I worked so hard on that house. And then it became a place of hospitality, where we chose to try to be generous with our friends and with our time and our food and our good whiskey and different things like that. And then we had kids, and both of our boys, like, we're total hippies, so like both of our boys were born in that house, and it's just a beautiful, special place. And when we decided that we wanted some acreage out in the country, and that we wanted our little boys to run around in the woods. And we knew it was time to move out of our tiny little 2-bedroom place in Northeast. It was really hard to leave, because we're in the arts district, we're right by all our friends. I'm 4 blocks from my music studio. Like, it was this perfect little place, but we knew it was time. And so we put it up on the market and sold it, and we closed on June 25th. And on June 24th, I was there. I was in my overalls. You're welcome for the image. But I was patching up holes and painting up all the last final things, and making it look really nice for the new owners. And my wife is like, she made a schematic for all of the plants, like all of her landscaping that she did, and she like marked what the plant. Here's where your currants are. Here's where the strawberries will come up, and here's where it's like this beautiful. Like, we cared so much. We took care of this place so much, and so it was really hard to say goodbye. And when we did, I patching those holes that day and doing the thing, and then she brought the boys down. We had a picnic in the backyard one last time, and we sat out front and we cried and we held each other and we said goodbye to our house, not knowing where we were going to be going, and we still don't. We're renting from some friends of ours, and we keep putting offers in on houses, and right now we have one out there. So thoughts and prayers, but. We said goodbye, and then she took them up to her dad's house, and I went back in the empty house, and I sat on the floor, and it didn't even feel like our house anymore, because it was empty. None of our stuff was in there. But I sat on the floor of this empty house. I cracked open a beer, and I wrote this song, and it goes like this. I learned right here in this kitchen how to fix a leak, and I know where I should place my foot so these old stairs don't creak. And I can find my way around in the dark, quiet as a mouse, but There's a lot of things I've learned in this old house. I learned how to say I love you and what it really means. And I learned to see the beauty in all the little things. And I got to see life's miracles spring up from the ground. There's a lot of things I learned in this old house. I learned happiness is waiting when I stop looking for more. And we watched our children take their very first breaths on this floor. And I learned to let her pour out love when I don't deserve an ounce. There's a lot of things I probably wouldn't know by now without this old house. Ooh, I know wherever we're together, we can call it home. But there's something about this little place that we live for so long. And whatever's round the corner, I know we're glory bound if I use the things I learned in this old house. I learned happiness is waiting when I stop looking for more. And we watched our children take their very first steps on this floor. And I learned to let her pour out love when I don't deserve an ounce. There's a lot of things I probably wouldn't know by now without this old house. Ooh. Yeah. I learned happiness is waiting when I stop looking for more. And we watched our children sing the very first songs on this floor. And I learned to let her pour out love when I don't deserve an ounce. There's a lot of things I probably wouldn't know by now. Yeah, there's a lot of things I probably wouldn't know by now without this old house.
Thank you. Do you like that one? There's some folks in Nashville that like that one enough to let me sign a record deal with them, and I haven't announced that to the world yet, but I'm announcing it to y'all. So I'm pretty excited. It's really new, and so we'll be releasing some of those songs. You'll see that one pop out around May or June. But I'm starting to release songs with this new label in January, so I have a whole new record coming out. So hopefully by the next time we see each other, I'll have a whole new record out, and we'll have to do 2 full nights at the roasting room. I don't know if you know my friend. He's a traveling, touring singer-songwriter. His name's David Bourne, and he's amazing. And I've been wanting to write a song with him for a long time. And I went to meet up with another friend of mine who's probably played here, Charlie Mars. I don't know if you know Charlie, but we were both in Nashville, and we got together, and he stayed at Bourne's house. And I pulled up. I didn't know it was. He just sent me an address. And I walked up, and Mr. Bourne walks out. And he's just wearing jorts. And he walks out and he's rubbing his belly. And he doesn't have a big belly, but he's rubbing his belly. And he just goes, "Hey, man." And I was like, "Brother, we need to write a song I've been wanting to write with you for so long." And he's like, "This is my place." And so we set up a schedule, and I went back, right? And so I go, and when you write a song in Nashville, if you're writing with writers in Nashville, then what you need to do is you need to come prepared with lots of ideas of different songs. So you can pitch, well, I have this idea, I have this start, I started this, I have this verse, chorus, we can do this, we can work on that. But instead, and like usually it's like in and out, like right to business, and there's like maybe some small talk, get to know each other for a second, and then let's write a song, and then we're done in an hour and a half, 2 hours. We're like, and we just got to kick it out. On Music Row every day, there's like 6,000 songs written every day. So it's just like, it's just a machine, that place. And I love being down there for that, but this was different. Like I walked in, and it was about 2 hours went by before we picked up our guitars. And his fiance is the new head, like, fancy chef over at the Bluebird Cafe. And so she was there, and we had this, like, 3-course breakfast meal. And we were just hanging out, and we're smoking weed, and we're just having a good time. And we're talking, and we're telling stories and exchanging life experiences. And I'm learning and gleaning all this wisdom. And it's just this magical thing. And so when we sat down to write, I was in this, like, headspace of just gratitude and friendship. And I said, I'm going to throw out all the ideas that I brought with me. I have this other idea. It's really personal, but I feel like this is right. And I had this lullaby I sang to my oldest son. So my 2 boys, they're 5 and 2. My oldest, his name is Oak, and my youngest, his name is Alder. So they're a couple of trees. And when Oak was a baby, I would sing this lullaby to him, and I would say, mighty oak, mighty oak, oaky tree, mighty oak, strong as can be. And then when Alder was born, it was like, I don't even know what alder trees do. It was a cool name, and I know they grow up in Minnesota where we're at, but I was like, what is an alder tree? I don't know. What are they known for? I don't know, but I never made him a song. And I realized it recently. I was like, he never got a song. He's 2, and I haven't made him a little lullaby. And so I was telling this to Bornay, and we wrote a song. And I had this other idea where I was like, I want to write a song called Father of Trees, because I'm the father of trees. And so we sat down. We got about halfway through the song, and I was like, dude, I've written enough songs about myself. This song does not need to be Father of Trees. Let's make this Mother of Trees. And so I wrote a song about my little family. And it goes like this. This is I wrote this on this tour, so if I stop for a second, it's because I'm trying to remember the lyrics. Meet me in the orchard, and I'll tell you a tale, soaked in the sunshine and watered by the well. Ooh, little backseat driver, following the rules, a heart big like your mother, the image of my truth. Mighty oak, oaky tree. Mighty oak, strong as can be. Well, everything is shiny, wondrous, and yours. Your eyes are always smiling. You open every door. Wild alder, alder tree. Wild alder, free as can be.
we can be the light, a harvest in the garden, a white flag in the fight. Oh my lover, strong and free. Oh my lover, the mother of trees.
Thank you. How you doing? You having a good old time still? I don't remember what time we started, but I think I need to wrap it up soon. Are you feeling okay about it? If I kind of play a few more tunes for you? You good with that? I don't remember what time. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll do it. I haven't played it in so long, but I'm gonna do it just for you. I wrote this tune. I wrote this tune because a friend of mine, I'll tell you the story behind it. Oh no, we're live streaming this, aren't we? I can't tell you the whole story. I forgot about that. I'm contractually bound to not tell this story on any kind of broadcast. But I could say Budweiser paid very handsomely for a song of mine to be used in a Budweiser Super Bowl commercial. And it was a few years back, and it played, and there was a little dog, and he was left at home alone, and everybody thought that the owner died in a car wreck, but then he comes home in the morning, he's like, I stayed at my friend's because I'm a responsible drinker. And then everybody's relieved at the end, and the whole time it's me singing in the background, which is really cool, and Budweiser paid handsomely for it, and there was a third-party individual company, not individual, an entity, who was the in-between, and they told me some lies and ended up taking a lot of money out of my pocket on that deal. But it ended up opening a lot of doors. But what ended up happening was, like, there were 24 million views on YouTube on this commercial in 1 week of that song being released, of the video or the commercial being released. And there were people all over the YouTube like commenting like, whose song is this? Who's singing? What is this song? And so then if you look at if you go back and you look at the first few thousand comments that say that, I'm responding to every one of them like, it's me, check out danrodriguezmusic.com. And I just wanted people to have the song, right? And so I was like, I'm just gonna put it out. And then the company was like, you can't, because the piece of paper we had you sign is actually signing over the rights. So actually Budweiser owns that song. And I was like, well, I want to sing that. I want to put that song out. People are asking for it. And he's like, yeah, you can't. Well, I don't like taking no for an answer. And so I called a lawyer, and he was like, well, you could purchase a compulsory license and re-record it and put it out. And I said, what does that mean? And he goes, you could cover your own song. And he said, technically they own it, so what you have to do is, like, anytime you sell an album with it on there, you have to send a check for 9 cents to Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. And I said, who do I send a check to? I just can't, like, write a check out to Budweiser. He's like, just find out. So I called the company, and they wouldn't answer my phone calls about it. They were like, no, please don't do that. That's a huge client for us. Please don't mess with that. And I don't like saying no for an answer. So I called the 1-800 number on Anheuserbusch.com. And I didn't tell them I wrote it right away. I was like, I want to cover a song I heard in one of your commercials and put it on my record. Who do I send the check to? And they were like, I don't know. I just work here. And so they passed me on up. And for half an hour, 40 minutes, I was just like on hold and then talking to somebody else, telling them my story, and then on hold, and I'm moving up the ladder. And all of a sudden, I'm talking to somebody who's in the room with an Anheuser-Busch lawyer. And he's like, I got the lawyers right here, and they're saying we cannot give you permission to do that. And I said, well, okay, I wrote that song, and I'm not asking for permission. The copyright law allows me to do this. It actually protects my right to cover this song, and so that's what I want to do. I'm not asking for permission. I just need to know who to send the check to. And I said, tell your lawyer that. And so he goes, okay, hold on. He puts me on hold. And as he's having that conversation with the lawyer, and as I'm on hold, that song plays as the hold music. was like, this doesn't sound as good as the new recording. I know that. And they were really sweet. He was like really nice about it at the end. He was like, you're right, it does say that, so here's where you would send it to. And so luckily they've never cashed any of those checks. I'm hoping that like it's not just like some dude who forgot. He's got like a stack of my checks on his desk at Anheuser-Busch. He's like, oh, what are these? And then one day they did just deposit them. I'll be like, no, don't do that, please. But anyway, all that to say, they're not a bad guy. They're not the enemy. They're not the ones that screwed me over. But I do like to say that the moral of the story is just drink local beer.
You and me, we were made for love. A lifetime is not long enough to show you what you mean to me. And when you're feeling down or blue, I'll be waiting right here for you so I can give you what you need. And like a breeze meets a fire and gives flight to an ember, I'll watch you light up the sky, and I hope that you remember. Ooh, I'll be waiting here for you when you come home, when you come home. Ooh, I'll be when you come home, when you come home to me. Now you're my very best friend, it's true. And if I had the chance again, I'd choose you every single time. And when you're far away, I know that you'll always be coming home, and I will have you by my side. Ooh, I'll be waiting here for you when you come home, when you come home. Ooh, I'll be waiting here for you when you come home, when you come home to me.
Can't you see like a really sad Labrador left at home? And you're really sad for him, and he's looking out the window, and you think the owner's not gonna come home, and then he does, like right here.
Ooh, I'll be waiting here for you when you come home. So tell me, when are you coming home? Ooh, I'll be waiting here for you when you come home, when you come home to me.
Thank you. This will be my last song, and I say that, but like, okay, but like, I love this venue, and what I'm about to say is nothing negative about this venue because it's amazing and I love it here. But there's not a backstage here, and that's just a fact. I'm not mad about it. There just isn't. Like, there's a closet, but like, it's not backstage. So, and that's fine. But what would happen normally in a show, like, I would be like with my band probably, and we'd be playing a show, and be like, this is our last song, and then we play it and be like, have a good night, and we go backstage, which is right off of the stage. And we stay there, but like lights stay down, more smoke pumps out, and then the whole crowd, it gets excited, like there's an anticipation, and people start cheering wildly, and they're like, one more song, one more. And then we come out and pretend, our job at that moment, or any band's job in an encore when they walk out, is to pretend like they didn't plan it. Like pretend like it's not on the set list. Like they walk out like this. Like, oh my goodness, you guys. Wow, this is amazing. Oh my goodness, I did not expect this. Do we even know any more songs? We do? Okay, then bam, bam. And then we play a bunch of our hits. And there's two problems with that. One, I don't have any hits. I'm working on it. Two, I don't have a backstage, so I can't do either one of those things, but I'm gonna play this song, and then I'm just gonna turn around. And I want you to pretend like all the other things are happening. And if you're with me, say, yeah. This is my last song. Actually, something cool happened with this song. I released it in May. And then a few weeks later, I got an email that said, hey, we've put this song in something called What's in Store, which means it's playing in retail stores all the way across America. And I was like, that's pretty cool. And I didn't really know what that meant. But what I realized later is that What's in Store is a radio station that plays in, and so because of that, they report radio streams. And they put my song on their playlist, and it played in 1 week 88,000 times all across America. And I got an email the following week that said, congratulations, your song Passenger just charted at number 17 on the All Access charts. I was like, that's amazing. And All Access is like diet Billboard, but it was still really cool I've never had anything like that happen before. And I didn't feel real until last week. I was in a Verizon store getting some things figured out, and my song came on above my head. And I started giggling. I was like, and the dude looked at me like, what is your deal, man? And I was like, and he goes, you good? I said, that's me. He goes, what? I said, that's me. And he goes, what? And I said, that's me. That's my song playing on the radio. And he goes, what? And I think he was more excited than I was. But the song goes like this.
There's an angel on my shoulder, and he's far too drunk to steer. Toss the keys over to the devil, and that's how we wound up here. I've been begging him to turn around and get out of this place, but there's an echo in the canyon, and it's calling out his name. Oh, I'm a passenger. Ooh, I'm a passenger until the morning light. I'm a passenger. Ooh, I'm a passenger praying for my life, and the devil is my ride. Oh, the devil is my ride. Yeah, I know it ain't the first time, sure as hell it ain't the last. 'Cause he doesn't know at night, he wasn't running from his past. There's a fire in his eyes, and it's burning like a store. I just hope the whiskey settles in before he goes too far. Oh, I'm a passenger. Ooh, I'm a passenger until the morning light. I'm a passenger. Ooh, I'm a passenger praying for my life, and the devil is my ride. Yeah, I'm a passenger. Ooh, I'm a passenger until the morning, until the morning. I'm a passenger. Ooh, I'm a passenger praying for my life, and the devil is my ride. Oh, the devil is my ride. There's an angel on my shoulder, and he's far too drunk to steer. Toss the keys over to the devil, and that's how we wound up here.
Thank you. Have a good night. Ridiculous. All right, can I be honest with you for a second? I did not expect this. My goodness, I wrote this song for my wife when we celebrated our first anniversary. She put on her wedding dress at the end of the night, and she snuck upstairs and did that. She came back down and we danced to the song she walked down the aisle to a year earlier. And it was a beautiful moment, but it's super cool because it's something she repeats every year on our anniversary. And it's my favorite moment of the whole year. I love it so much I wrote a song about it. It goes like this. Dancing in the kitchen, Louis playing trumpet on the radio. You're spinning in that white dress that you wore so long ago. Well, I've been trying to slow down, but time keeps moving faster, dragging me along. But darling, this is right now, and it's where we belong. In 25 years, I'll be looking at you, wondering what did I do to find someone like this. And in 25 more, we'll be looking older. Our story won't be over. All we'll need is another 25 years. Another 25 years. Ooh, you leave me breathless. Audrey Hepburn, timeless in everything you do. And if we live to be 100, I'll still need more time with you. In 25 years, I'll be looking at you, wondering what did I do to find someone like this. And in 25 more, we'll be looking older. Our story won't be over. All we'll need is another 25 years. Another 25 years. When we are old and wrinkled, we'll still be interlocking fingers. Yeah, stealing a kiss, feeling like we're kids again. 'Cause whatever comes tomorrow, on time that is borrowed, living it like it's never gonna end. In 25 years, I'll be looking at you, wondering what did I do to find someone like this. And in 25 more, we'll be looking older. Our story won't be over. All we'll need is another 25 years. Another 25 years. Ooh, yeah. Another 25 years. All right, I got one last tune for y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you, Autumn, for opening up the show. Oh my goodness, what an honor it was to share the stage. Speaking of, if you only brought enough cash to buy one person's merch, please buy Autumn's stuff. I can take credit cards, so I'm sure you can as well, but I love that joke very much. But I do have some vinyl and some new t-shirts. I have the van I travel around in is called Van Rodriguez. I have a Van Rodriguez t-shirt. I have the I Quit Drinking for Good t-shirt and beer koozie, and I have some vinyl and a bunch of CDs and stuff. So come over and say hello to me right outside the other side of that after this. But more than anything, thank you so much to the Roasting Room and Isaac for making it sound so good, and everybody here. And thank you to you for coming out tonight. You guys are good to me. For slinging drinks all night long, I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry. We met a long time ago. I'm the worst. Well, everybody's saying your name, but... Well, it's Justin, but... Dustin? Remember when the show was going really well right up until the very end? When Dan couldn't remember the bartender's name and felt really bad. And this song is for you, Dustin. I'm sorry I called you Justin. Everybody please try to redeem me by tipping really well at the end of the night here. I wrote this song in the middle of the pandemic when I couldn't travel and do anything, and I just wanted to be with you, and so I wrote a Jubilee Revival song, hoping for the day that we can finally be back together. So I wrote a song about tonight, and I'm really excited to play it for you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Come on down. It's been too long, haven't seen you for a while. We are bound for revival. Come on, help me light the fire. When you see me and I see you, a little more hope is gonna shine on through. 'Cause you need me like I need you, and the world is right when I see you. Ring the bell and let's get started, and we'll leave it all behind. So raise a glass, 'cause the heavy-hearted days are no longer mine. When you see me and I see you, a little more hope is gonna shine on through. 'Cause you need me like I need you, and the world is right when I see you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know it now, sing along. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When you see me and I see you, a little more hope is gonna shine on through. 'Cause you need me like I need you, and the world is right when I see you. When you see me and I see you, a little more hope is gonna shine on through. 'Cause you need me like I need you, and the world is right when I see you. Yes, the world is right when I see you. Oh, the world is right when I see you. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Cheers. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you.